Tonight on Conviction Kitchen.
You want to go to Melbourne, you tell me why. You don't want to go to Melbourne, you tell me why.
Chef Curly prepares for a tough choice.
The best two will start a new life working for me in Melbourne.
For the first time in my life, I think I've found my calling.
Which two trainees will see their lives change for good?
I think it'd be an opportunity of a lifetime.
Melbourne's kind of where all my dreams come together.
If there's one thing I can be grateful to Curly for is just having confidence in me and giving me a chance to prove myself.
But first, for the trainees of Conviction, their past is about to catch up with them.
3 months ago, I was sitting in a little cage. Today, I'm here to serve tea to the people that put me in there.
As they face their former keepers.
I recognise an entire table, they pretty much recognise me. These are the people that put us in prison.
There's a criminal code that you never, ever speak to the prison boss.
And so they want me to go out there, be polite and nice.
And if they thought that was tough, try fronting up for the service from hell.
Tonight is just absolute shambles.
Where is our waiter?
We got a lot more doctors on there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not happy at all.
I don't want to hear excuses.
It's the worst service we've done yet.
You're not ready, resign.
This is killing me.
If he can't do it, he goes.
One of the favourites will fall
You've got to sort yourself out.
at the final hurdle.
Am I coming back, mate?
Yeah, it made me feel this big again, you know, crushed my confidence.
Not a favourite anymore.
So it's 2 weeks to go, we're down to 10. I'm happy that I've kept more than I thought I would. And as we approach the end, I'd like to be able to turn around and say, OK, all right, you 10, I'll take all of you back with me. But that's not possible. There are only 2 jobs in Melbourne. I've got 1 job for somebody in the kitchen and 1 job for a waiter.
It saddens me that I don't have my full team. One of my personal goals was to keep all 6. Unfortunately, we lost Lisa. Lisa struggled juggling work and being a single mum. Obviously, her priority is her children. I completely understand that, and she did a fantastic job while she was here and chose to be a mum.
Lucky bear, what you gonna come help mummy? Come on.
You want to help some mummy do some pictures?
Since leaving Conviction, I've finalised everything to move into my house, and I've just moved in over the weekend.
You want to do this one?
Conviction helped me get a house. Just the fact that I was working helped me get this place. I also have a new job to start. It's day work. They're happy for me to start off 3 days a week, so I still have some time to be a mum, and I think that's what my kids need more than anything. So I'm glad for doing Conviction, and I'm glad for the opportunity that it has given me. It's given me focus and direction in my life, and it's given me every opportunity to get my life back on track. Come on.
Thank you for calling Conviction. Lisa speaking.
The response we've had from the clientele has been fantastic. We're finding it impossible to get back to the amount of messages that we're receiving, but we are now fully booked for every session.
If you have a read of this, right, having your meal dished up by ex-crims who have done time in jail hasn't stopped a new restaurant becoming the hottest in town, OK? The hottest in town.
I knew it would be a big hype about, you know, a bunch of criminals running a restaurant or whatever, but I didn't think that the people would be raving about the food that much.
Because we're criminals, I expected like a bit of a backlash. I think I expected protesters.
Upmarket. Upmarket chef. They said upmarket, good-looking chef. Ian Curly, yeah?
I am incredibly proud of the way that the public have said, OK, they've given these guys a go. They could have been really, really prejudiced towards them. So now, I want them, the trainees, to face some of their prejudices. I've got something very special planned for the trainees this week.
So, up to now, brilliant, beautiful, well done. But it's going to get harder. Now, the reason it's going to get harder is we're going to go on another one of our little adventures. We're going off to state parliaments.
Really?
Yes.
They're going to let us in there?
Now, it's high tea, and you will be serving state dignitaries, politicians,
Some very senior lawmakers, a lot of people from the Department of Corrections, and also the prison bosses.
Well, no prison's a nice place, but the people who run it, the officers and that, well, they're not very nice. You know, they don't speak to us politely. And he's wanting to me be all nice and smiles.
These people are the people that put you in jail.
When you're inside, you don't have any control over anything whatsoever. When it comes down to it, all of us have got problems with authority.
It's now their turn to see you in completely different light.
So don't be intimidated. Don't feel insecure that they're there judging you. They're there to observe what's happening and to see how far you've come.
You will carry it off. You will be amazing. And you will shine. We're going to take it to the next level. We're at Queensland Parliament House to do a high tea.
The guest list for the high tea is going to include some very senior lawmakers, the Department of Corrections and the prison bosses. And normally, my trainees, they wouldn't even speak to these people. They wouldn't even be in the same room as them. There is a criminal code that you don't talk to prison bosses.
They're letting us into Parliament House of all places to cook for people, and, you know, we're ex-criminals and they're going to let us prepare food in Parliament House. Oh, no beat.
Big thing. I'm a bit nervous. Meeting all the dignitaries, you know, all the top brass. Never been here before. It's pretty flash.
I would love nothing better than the people who make the decisions on policy to actually have a chat to somebody like Troy. You know? He's got a certain amount of opinions about being incarcerated.
Okay, guys, here we are at Parliament House.
Fair dinkum. Smell it.
We've got less than 1 hour to transform this room into an elegant dining room. Okay, so let's go.
Let's do it.
Side knife to the right. Water glass above the knife.
Maybe meeting some of the corrections people today will be good for me. It might help me deal with some of the anger that I have towards people that have given me my sentences and everything else. I suppose it's time to let go of the past and start concentrating on the future, and that also that they were just doing their job.
Morning all.
Morning, Chef.
All happy today, are we?
Don't really understand it. Don't know why we should be serving a bunch of snobs. Chef said so we've got to.
There's still that thing in their mind that you're not supposed to do this. Let's just see if the trainees welcome the prison bosses with open arms like the public's welcome my trainees.
Teaspoons, glassware, milk jugs.
Apparently there's going to be a few important people around today. I don't know. It's good. It's good, but we're going to have to be on our best behaviour today, I think.
Sure they're going on the plates?
Behind the cups, I was just told.
Getting a little bit nervous now. Been incarcerated twice. The first time was 7 months, the second time was 5 months. I'm on parole for another 18 months or so.
Meeting some of the corrections people today. It'd be nice to try and talk to some of them and see their reaction with us here today.
The square plates are going on the stand. You put 4 on each, okay? You with me, Jared?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Okay. And next to it, I want that. I'll be intrigued to see if Jared goes out there and talks to these people. His initial reaction, he's nervous because he doesn't want the rest of the, if you like, the criminal fraternity to see that he's colluding with the prison bosses.
That's like shaking a jam's hand. You do not do it.
High tea in the centre. You'll have your smoked salmon on potato pancakes. You've got your crab sandwiches and your croque monsieur. These people are the people that put you in jail. It's now their turn to see you in completely different light. Don't be wandering around like convicts, you know what I mean? Smiling, happy, you know? So enjoy yourself.
Okay, guests have started arriving, so we're going to stand at the front now, offering trays of champagne on arrival.
3 months ago, I was sitting in a little cage. Today, I'm actually here to serve tea to the people that put me in there. morning. Welcome.
Glass of champagne.
Good morning. How are you? I'm good. You? Thank
Morning,
you.
mate.
You too.
Glass of
Good
champagne.
morning. Good, thank you.
I didn't think corrective services were coming in the uniform.
Just take a seat wherever you like, guys.
Well, thank you very much.
Nice.
The GM from Woodford's in there. I'm pretty sure he's locked me up before.
How are you? Good, I'm doing really well. That's good.
Champagne, ladies. Sit anywhere you like. There's no Pacific seating.
Good morning.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm Kate Holman from Woodford Correctional Centre. I'm the General Manager at Woodford. On a day-to-day basis, I run the jail.
I'm Tamara Bambrick. I'm the General Manager of Brisbane Women's Correctional Centre.
Would you like some champagne?
Thank you.
I notice there's a lot of, suit and tie sort of people around here. I don't know who the hell they are. They must be important. Yeah, I recognise the correction bloke. Luckily, he's not in my section, so I don't have to worry about him.
My name is Scott Collins. I'm the Acting Deputy Commissioner of Custodial Operations for Queensland Corrective Services.
They all hate prison guards. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I understand why they would hate prison guards. It's not a nice place. Not all of these trainees will go out there and say hello to those bosses. Won't happen.
Oops, sorry about that.
No, you're right.
Thank you. These are the people that put us in prison. They want me to go out there, be polite and nice. I recognise an entire table. They pretty much recognise me. Table of Community Corrections, the head of the Woodford Correctional Centre. Me just going over and saying hello and serving their food, being polite. It's a big no-no. You do not do it. These are the people that put us in prison.
My trainees are cooking high tea for the people that put them into prison in the first place. Jared, he's nervous.
I recognise an entire table. They pretty much recognise me. Table of Community Corrections, the head of the Woodford Correctional Centre.
There's a criminal code that you never ever speak to the prison boss.
It's a big no-no. You do not do it. These are the people that put us in prison.
How do you feel about today?
I was nervous to start with when we first walked into the room, and then the guests started arriving and I seen that uniform. It is different seeing Tamara under these circumstances. And last time she seen me I was in my prison blues. Now I'm in my conviction uniform, so yeah, it does feel good.
This looks like it's a fantastic opportunity for them to progress through out of the system and then actually make some changes to their life.
So you can say goodbye to Tamara forever now?
Yes, I won't be seeing you again tomorrow.
I'm always happy to hear that.
Somebody like me, I'm trying to change that to become acceptable by society's levels, and I'm putting my neck out just doing what I'm doing now. Now I don't want to be going back to prison. I don't want to be taken away from the kids, so I just need to put the old stuff aside and move on. How are you? I'm good, thank you. It's a big no-no for me to do that. I should have walked past that table, but if my life's going to change, these are steps I'm going to have to take, little things like that, For me, I'm not running any drug habits. I'm not out doing crime, hanging with my old mates. I feel a bit of self-worth in here. It's baby steps into changing my life and changing the way I think, react.
The last time I saw Jared, he walked out of jail, and that was the end of the story for us. It'd be absolutely amazing and marvellous if he made a success out of this. So where to from here? I'm
starting to manage my life a lot more better, My money, it still goes nowhere. It's gone on week, but it's not gone on drugs.
All right. Well, you better get back. So you got a lot of work to do. Okay. All right, beautiful.
See you, Kate.
All right. Thank you. I think it's fantastic that Jared's gone out there and gone out on a limb, if you like, to say hello to Kate. It kind of shows me that he does actually want to turn himself around. He's actually saying to me he doesn't want to go back to prison, which is great.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? My perception of these people has completely changed. Some of them do actually care what happens to us. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks very much.
Excellent. Bye-bye. See you.